So with my fish from a horseshoe, if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link at the top there. I want to make a key holder because I'm obsessed at the moment with key holders. Now this has got 4 square holes for the shoe nails, for putting it on the horse obviously, on top and bottom. Now I need 2 of those for mounting it to a wall. Now I'm going to choose these 2, no, yes, those 2, no, I'll choose those 2 as the mounting holes. I don't want to use these as mounting holes because they're away from the plane of that, so it will cause me trouble mounting. So if I use those 2, that gives me 6 positions I can put hooks in, which is a bit of a big ask really, but what I intend to do is use some 6mm round mild steel, forge a square taper on the end, send it through the hole, obviously cut it off and make a hook of some description on the front, and then turn it over and rivet it on the back. Let us see how we get on with that, shall we? This is 500mm but 18" of 6mm round. I think that's the right size for this job. Could have gone 8, but would have been a bit hefty I think, so 6mm it is. So square tape, just a square end I think, not a taper. Possibly, I'll see how it fits. Small set down on a good edge, make the pin. Start with this, it's going to be a bit guess and by golly, till I figure out the process for getting them to fit through there. They're quite a bit smaller than that though. That's the rock part now. It's starting to go in there, so a bit smaller. Must start trying to pick the same hole every time. No, not quite. I probably could do with measuring the size of this hole. Quite a bit thinner than that. Amazing how small that hole is really. Let's measure it. 4mm. One way. You know, farriers are good people, aren't they? They don't make mistakes. Oh, it's 3 the other. Oh well, there we go. He's oblong, which makes sense in some ways. Just check the others. 3mm. 4. It's deliberate, isn't it? 3. Oh. 4. Precision there, isn't it? 3. 4. So now I've learned I need an oblong, not a square. Should have done that to start with, shouldn't I really? One way, it's 4 square actually, so I need to be 3 the other way, don't I? Further back needed. One way, it's 4 square actually, so I need to be 3 the other way, don't I? Some work further back needed. Forging to dimension is difficult, isn't it? Now, should I drive that through there? It's smaller in some... Ow, that's hot. Haha, yay! I think I'm going to drive it in over the Pritchell hole, see how we get on. Because it's going to come up stop against the ridges, isn't it? You know, I think that will work. I do think that will work. Right. I did on 1 inch. I've measured 1 inch from the edge of the Pritchell hole on the shoulder there to here. So when I come out the fire, I'll spot a bit of scale on there and cut it off, hopefully. Ooh, just in front of that big lump there. A little bit of quench on the bend. Come on. There we go. Now it's going to be fun making a hook that small, isn't it? Taper. I'm going to mark the length of that before I turn it round, so that hopefully I'll be able to replicate it on the next one. Diagonal then, work the diamonds. Right now, to put the finial on the end, because we can't leave it sharp in case somebody stabs themselves with it. This is likely to be the smallest finial I've ever tried to do. I think that works. Now, the question is, what shape to make the hook? Traditional, I think, yes. So, reheat, quench the tip, bend it that way. No. Quench the tip again. Try and straighten that out. Funny enough, I think that shape will do the best, to be honest, so I'm stopping there. Yes, I'm chuffed with that now. There we go. That's the first one. I'm very, very pleased with that. It's gone well. I'm just very pleased. Yes, so excuse me while I go and make another 3 of those, or maybe 5, I don't know. Depends if I die of boredom doing it. Post-production debrief. I'm pleased with it. I wanted to put 4 in, but I'm struggling to hold the one piece in the vise while I get the gas on the back and rivet it, and that's really close to that one, so I'm going to struggle. 3 hooks is good, that will take a fair few keys. Now, I need to punch 2 holes here to take mounting screws, and because I don't want to put the whole thing back in the vise, I'm going to use the gas set to heat this and then drift it through. If I'd had the brains to think of doing this before I started on putting the hooks on, I wouldn't have to use the gas set. I could have done this in the fire. I'm concerned about this bloody handle there. Doesn't need to be much. I think I'll take a screw. I'll put another one on the 3rd one, I think. There we go, round hole in the 3rd one. Pleased with those. They're not exactly even, that one could do with twisting a bit more, but overall I'm very pleased with that. I think that'll look pretty good on the wall. I shall put it on the wall later. Riveting would be virtually impossible without a gas set, which I've got now. It's only a small one, but it seems to do the work well. There we go, my own little key hook. There it is in situ on the wall, keys hanging on it. I don't think it looks too bad at all. I am quite pleased with that.